Do you think that this is a coincidence or is this connected with the president's statement regarding his claim that he has dismantled the oligarchs?
Well, alam niyo po, I have no authority to speak for Speaker Cayetano, no? So perhaps you can ask that question.
Mga kaibigan, muli na naman tayo nagbabalik sa panibagong video ito. Pero sandali lang, nag-subscribe ka na ba? Pues kung hindi pa, ano pang hinihintay mo at mag-subscribe na at i-share sa inyo mga kaibigan ng channel na ito. Bisitahin mo rin ang ating channel para makapanood pa ng ibang mga balita. Ngayon nating tunghayan kung paano binara at sinupalpal ni Spox Hari ang reporter ng Abs-Cbn na si Pia Gutierrez matapos magtanong ng mga di kaya-aya at malisyosong tanong. Mapapansin sa mga tanong na reporter nito na dinidiktik niya si Pangulong Duterte na siya ang may kagagawan kung bakit nawala ang prangkisa ng Abs-Cbn. Maging si Speaker Alamin Cayetano ay nadamay din ang reporter nito. Alamin ang buong detalye sa loob ng video. Siguraduhin tapusin ang video para sulit ang inyong panonood. Higit sa lahat, huwag kalimutang i-like ang video at mag-subscribe. I-comment mo na rin ang inyong salubin tungkol sa video ito. Huwag na nating patagalin pa at panoorin na natin ito.
Si Pia Gutierrez, please, of ABS-CBN.
Hi sir, good afternoon. Sir, regarding the speech of President Duterte yesterday, you said that you are unaware that the speech of the President was actually edited. So this means that you were not able to watch the speech in full. So how can you be so certain, sir, that the President was not actually referring to ABS-CBN in the context of the oligarchy that he was able to dismantle?
Because I go by his prior statements. Alam niyo po kami dito sa opisina ko, lahat po ng sinasabi ni Presidente, kinakapture po namin yan at ini-index namin. No? So pagdating sa oligarchy, paulit-ulit po niya sinasabi, well, bati na naman sila ngayon. Pero palagi po niya sinasabi, MVP, Ayala, Lucio Tan, dahil ito po yung siya mismo talaga ang umaksyon. Sinabi talaga niya, at ako pa nga tinalaga niya, naalala niyo, ako nung wala ako sa gobyerno, si Harry Roque ang pasasampa ko ng kaso labang kay MVP at sa mga Ayala dahil sa water concession agreement. No? So, it's on the basis of his prior contemporaneous statements po.
So, but can we ask Malacanang to air the entire speech na lang, sir?
Well, hindi po ako yan. No? That's PCO RTVM.
Alright, sir. Sir, kasi on the same day that President Duterte talked about dismantling the oligarchs, House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano posted in Facebook saying that the denial of ABS-CBN's franchise was actually a move against the oligarchs. He claimed that the owners of the ABS-CBN, and I'm quoting from his Facebook post, actually protect and grow their fortunes by controlling and abusing the system, and that they also deprive the country of billions in much-needed funds by skirting and bending the law. Do you think that this is a coincidence or is this connected with the president's statement regarding his claim that he has dismantled the oligarchs?
Well, alam niyo po, I have no authority to speak for Speaker Cayetano. No? So perhaps you can ask that question from Speaker Cayetano.
Alright, sir. Sir, last na lang. So what can you say to critics who point out that while President Duterte moves to dismantle oligarchs, he's in fact building his own brand of cronyism. He's building his own oligarchs. For instance, I'm referring to an article in Nikkei Asian Review published last year who pointed out to the spectacular rise of Dennis Uy, for example, during the Duterte administration.
Walang alam ko naman po, mayaman na si Dennis Uy, dati pa. So, kung akalain nyo pong yumaman si Dennis Uy, siguro po mas mayaman na siya ngayon, pero sa mulat-mula, mining po sila po yung sa diwalwal. So, hindi na po sila kinakailangan tulungan ng Presidente para lumaki. Yan po ang pagkakaalam ko sa background ni Dennis Uy.
So, no cronies po. President Duterte has no cronies.
Wala po, kasi si Dennis Uy po, they built their fortune because of mining in gold in Diwalwal. So no one can doubt naman po na talagang gold producing yung Diwalwal. No? So wag po nating isipin na yung kayamanan niya is because of President Duterte. Dati na po siyang mayaman. Okay? Thank you, Pia. Yusek Rocky, please. Okay? Joseph Morong, please. Thank you, Yusek.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, regarding the community quarantines, over the weekend, si Secretary Nograles said that mag-MGCQ kapag kaya at mabilis yung mga LGU na makapag-lockdown, or another option is GCQ para to give them time to adjust. Meron ba siyang alam na mga areas already na you also know na kung saan ilalagay?
Hindi
Yung
ko po alam.
MGCQ or GCQ?
Hindi ko po alam dahil sa huling meeting ng IATF talagang hindi po na-discuss ang MGCQ for Metro Manila. I leave it at that.
Okay. Sir, si Mayor Sara po sa Davao, no? Already announced yesterday that Davao is going back to GCQ. Ngayon, that means na yung pong LGUs have been informed by the IATF, meaning number one, yung IATF already has a list of recommendations with regard to LGUs and their corresponding CQs. Specific to that, so can we already announce yung pong recommendation that will be up for the President's signature approval?
Hindi pa, Joseph, kasi pag-uusapan pa lang mamaya yung mga apila, no? So wala pa pong final na rekomendasyon para kay Presidente. Hindi ko po alam kung nag-apila po ang Davao City kasi mamaya ko pa lang malalaman yung mga lugar. Ang positibo ako na nag-appeal po, Bacolod, no? Bacolod City, I'm positive they appealed. Okay?
To what CQ, sir?
I think, hindi ko po maalala, no? But I'm sure there was an appeal filed by Bacolod City.
Titan sila.
Hindi ko maalala. All I know is that there's an appeal from Bacolod. Hindi po ako sure kung nagkapulang Davao. Mamaya ko pa po malalaman, Joseph. Kasi hindi ko naman kinakausap araw-araw yung secretariat ng ITF. Only during the meetings.
Sir, kahapon sabi ni Sec Vega, Yusek Vega, na yung mga ICU ay on a danger zone. Will we ever run out of hospitals for COVID patients?
Not under the system adopted by Yusek Vega, no? Kasi nga, pakiusap lang natin sa mga pasyente, makinig lang po tayo kung saan tayo dapat pumunta at wag na tayo mag-insist, wag na tayo mag-worry kung puno ang isang hospital, i-refer naman po kayo sa iba pang hospital. Pangalawa po, pinakikiusapan din natin mga hospital kasi talagang meron silang allotment for both hospital beds and ICU beds for COVID patients. So isa sa ginagawa po ni Yusek Vega, pinapakiusapan din niya kung po pwedeng ma-increase pa rin yung allotment for COVID patients. No? I understand that dito sa mga pribadong hospital nito, nakikiusap po ngayon ng gobyerno, kung puno na yung 30% capacity for ICU beds, kung po pwede gawing 50% capacity naman for COVID patients.
Sir, last two questions. Sa arbitration, sir, China has called it illegal, invalid. Pero sabi rin ni Presidente before that he will raise it at the right time. Now, question is, kailan yung right time na yun? And is it too late? Because China is being confident of its position. And where does that confidence come from, do you think?
Maraming beses ko na sinagot po yan. No? Hindi po mabubura yung decision na yan. And that decision under international law is evidence of the applicable customary norm. It is there as a subsidiary norm, subsidiary source of international law. So wala pong kahit anong po pwedeng mangyari na hindi po mabubura yan unless completely sabihin natin na tinatakwil natin yan at hindi po natin gagawin yan, no? Because the ruling was to our favor. Pero gaya na aking sinabi, we will agree to disagree on the arbitral award and we will proceed with our friendly relations and yung mga bagay-bagay na po pwedeng isusulong, yung mga hindi pa po pwedeng maresolba ngayon, isasantabi.
Sir, bakit kaya emboldened yung China to make such statements?
I don't think they are emboldened. They have been consistent in their position and so have we been. Yun lang po yan.
Sir, last concern lang. Yung pong ilang members ng MPC are kind of concerned that the speech of the President in Holo is again edited. Is this going to be a policy already of the Malacanang to edit the President's address and air it at a later time?
Hindi ko po alam kung edited yan. Unfortunately, hindi po ako nakasama. And Joseph, I'm telling you the truth, I was weighing the option of going to Holo dahil di pa ako nakakarating sa Holo and not hold a press briefing because the departure time yesterday was 12 noon. No? Sasabay sana ako kay Secretary Lorenzana. But I opted to discharge my job. I held the press briefing. So wala po ako doon. I don't think it was, hindi ko po alam if it was edited. Okay?
Hindi naman siya, sir, policy na edited na tayo lagi.
Hindi naman po yan policy, no? I don't think there's ever a policy to that in that regard.
Okay, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Next, back to you, Sec Rocky, please.
Yes, Secretary from Cecil Morelia of French News AFP, may we have the Philippines reaction po, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo comments on the South China Sea where it seems the U.S. is now taking